got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Now, faking the give, and that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Murray. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll air it out down the middle. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBrown. 17 yards on that connection. It's an Arizona 1st down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Down the left sideline. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Murray. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Cardinals are back in this one. It's 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
60 back. Come on. Set. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
19 tight. Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Go.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the...
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Murray now off the bootleg. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Now a run on first down. And he'll get about 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Murray to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Play action now. It's Murray. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a third, then there's a fourth. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set up. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
On the set. Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 79 Bronco. Take go.
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now a give on the ground. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now Murray keeping it himself, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now it's Murray. Look wide, get this one complete. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
That one is complete to McBrown. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. To throw is Murray. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. So, we'll... Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And he's in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they'll be set up now. Up. that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Ready?
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead, but 1st and goal, you're thinking touchdown. But you can't lose yards on 1st down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
The last thing you can afford in this situation, Mike, is to take a sack. You don't want to go backwards and make the 4th down try that much more challenging. Keep the ball on the ground. Even if you come up short, you'd get another crack at it. And I think now on 4th down, if they do go for it, it's got to come through the air. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by Bbrown. And they will finally run him down.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Murray. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, Murray. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
They'll run here. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Dragon 60.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this will be incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, Bbrown. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Murray. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. This is 1st and 10. So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This to force overtime. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. He banged this one and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Room to run past the 30. Whoa! How about this? And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Murray on 3rd down. They're called in at the 2. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. Green. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.